Hey guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel, and today I think I am probably doing my very last pregnancy vlog ever. I might be able to squeeze in one more, but I'm thinking this is probably going to be my last one. Today is Saturday, April 15th, 2017, and I am currently exactly 36 weeks pregnant. So when I had my son Harry, I was 36 weeks and 2 days pregnant. So as in 2 days from now, I gave birth to him, if that makes sense. I don't know. I think I'm ready. I mean, I'm definitely ready to not be pregnant anymore. And we still have a couple of things to get ready here at the house, but I think I would be okay. If I were to go into labor either, tomorrow or the next day, I would definitely be okay. But I think at this point, I'm gonna make it way past there. I don't see myself going into labor really soon. Definitely in the next few weeks, but not anytime within the next couple of days. So I think I will make it further along in this pregnancy than last pregnancy, which is not something I thought I would ever say. I was just convinced since before I ever got pregnant for the second time that I would not make it past 36 weeks. And here we are at exactly 36 weeks. And I think I'm gonna continue to be pregnant for at least a little while longer. I've got this little list here of just different things that I want to talk about, and I'm sure I'm forgetting some things, so I might have some more notes down in the description box below. But because this is going to most likely be my last pregnancy vlog for this pregnancy and forever, because I don't ever plan on getting pregnant again, I just kind of wanted to do some recaps and just kind of talk about stuff. So I apologize if this is not really in any particular order. I just kind of was writing stuff as I remembered what I wanted to talk about in this video, and my memory card doesn't have a whole lot of memory left on it, so I'm just going to try and get through this as quickly as I can. All right, so let's first talk about my blood pressure, which you guys know was an issue in my first pregnancy and really kind of made me think, or rethink whether I really wanted to get pregnant this time around. But surprisingly, my blood pressure has been pretty stable this pregnancy until very recently. As I kind of expected it would, my blood pressure has risen a little bit, not crazy high like it did when I was pregnant with Harry, but it's definitely elevated. So my doctor did increase my meds. I was on the labetalol, just 100 milligrams at 100 milligrams twice a day. Now I'm on 200 milligrams twice a day. So my dose basically got doubled just for the last couple of weeks. I've just been doing that for a few days now, and I haven't noticed any adverse side effects, which is really nice. And while my blood pressure is still on the high side, I think it has come down a little bit, which is good. I think I've been getting readings between like 130 and 140 over around 90, which is okay with my doctor. It's not the best, but she's okay with it for now. And then, like I told you, this video is going to kind of be all over the place, but I wanted to talk about my sleep again. I don't know how I'm sleeping so well, you guys. I guess it's just making up for how horribly I slept my first pregnancy. I was such an insomniac back then, and I got up many times throughout the night to go to the bathroom. Like I said, I'm 36 weeks and I still don't get up to pee in the middle of the night. I can get a full 8 hours. It's crazy awesome, I will tell you. There for a couple of weeks, maybe around week like 30 and 31, I started waking up maybe like every other night to go to the bathroom, but I was able to fall right back asleep. But then right after that, I just went back to being able to sleep through the entire night, not having to wake up. And it's been so nice. I have to tell you, it has been so nice not having to do that. But again, I think, as I mentioned in one of my other videos, it would be nice to try, or it would be nice to start getting on that schedule of waking up in the middle of the night, because there's going to be a baby, and of course she's not going to be sleeping through the night with me. So but it is what it is, and we will adjust when we need to. I just can't help that I don't have to pee during the middle of the night. I do wake up occasionally during the middle of the night. I'm not sleeping as heavily as I used to, but I'm able to go back to sleep pretty quickly. It's not really affecting my sleep at all, I don't think. And then just during the day, the last probably like week and a half or so, I have noticed that I have been just extremely tired, even though I am getting enough sleep. I think it's just it's just what's going to happen, just because my body's carrying around so much extra weight at this point, and the baby is so big. And hopefully after she gets here, I won't feel the need to nap every single day. Then as far as my gestational diabetes goes, I will say it is starting to become very hard to resist any cravings that I've been having, but I've been good and I haven't really given in. Did I mention this? I might have, but I did have some Reese's like peanut butter eggs a couple of times, but those were my morning snack. It was within my carb allotment. So I didn't go over on my carbs or anything. It was really nice to have just that nice indulgent piece of chocolate that I just want to have at this time of year. But I haven't done that for probably almost a month now. So I've been really good, and it's just becoming harder and harder and harder. I just want to eat every like carby thing that I see, and I just can't. And my numbers are okay. I'm still on the 2.5 glyburide. I always try to say that word wrong, but I think it's the 2.5 milligrams or whatever it is of glyburide in the morning, and that has actually allowed me to eat a much bigger lunch, which is nice. I wouldn't say that I've indulged at lunch, but I can be a little less careful at lunch, and my numbers are still okay, which is really good. And so in general, my numbers have been pretty good, though tonight after dinner, and I was really surprised, my number was about 10 points higher than it should be. And I haven't had that for quite a while, and I thought I was eating a decent meal. I just had like a lean cuisine, and I think that was 24 carbs, and then I had a piece of bread, which I am estimated to be about 15 carbs. I was just like from a loaf, so I just cut it off. So I should have been okay. That's definitely within the allowance of how many carbs I can have, but I don't know, hopefully I will be back on track tomorrow. And then I have been doing my weekly biophysical profiles and non-stress tests over at MFM, and the biophysical profiles are just little mini ultrasounds. So I think I've had 3 or 4 of them so far, and she passed, I think I've had 3, and she passed the first 2 10 out of 10, and then the last one she only got an 8 out of 10, or I guess we only got an 8 out of 10. She wasn't moving quite as much. They said they wouldn't be concerned and wouldn't send me to the hospital unless she got a 6, so we were still definitely in the okay zone. She just wasn't moving as much, and I have another one in the morning, so hopefully everything will be okay and that we will pass this one as well. Oh, and I meant to talk about cravings too when I was talking about the diabetes stuff and how it was really hard to not give into the cravings. The only one that I've really given into is root beer, and I've been having diet root beer, which I know really isn't much better, but oh my gosh, I'm not a root beer person. I don't drink root beer, but you guys, that just sounded so amazing to me one day, and oh my gosh, it was an amazing indulgence. I was so happy that I was able to have that, and it is so good, and any chance I can get, I will drink a root beer because it's just like the most amazing thing to me right now. Like I said, I don't usually drink root beer. It's not something that I drink maybe more than once a year, but I have been drinking it quite a bit lately, and it is so delicious. Then my husband also has made a little stash of like sweets and stuff for me for after I have the baby. I know some of those Cadbury eggs are in there, like those little mini ones. Oh, I love those. And then we ordered a bunch of Girl Scout cookies before I found out that I had the diabetes. And so from what I understand, there's quite a few little packs of Thin Mints waiting for me, and I cannot wait to get my hands on those. And then as far as her bedroom goes, it's pretty much done. We have a couple of other things to do in there, but really not much. Like I said, if she were to come tomorrow, we would be set. You know, we've got a whole bunch of diapers. We've got, I think, enough clothes, at least enough clothes for the first few weeks. There's just a couple of like, I think more decorative things that I want to do in there. And I do eventually, hopefully soon, want to film a nursery tour because I'm really quite proud of how it's all come together. Usually when I decorate, I like to decorate around a theme, and I didn't really do that this time. It's just color, and I really like how it turned out. So I would love to share that with you guys. Hopefully I'll be able to do that sometime soon, but I think it's a really cute room. I really like how it turned out. And then as far as my back pain goes, I'm still dealing with it. It's going now from left side to right side, just kind of, you know, wherever. Like right now I have really bad pain on my right side, and for the longest time, I think maybe I mentioned this in my last video, it was just on my left, but right now I'm feeling it more on my right. I am of course still going to physical therapy, and that does help so much, but I think just because of where I am in my pregnancy, nothing's gonna cure it 100%. So if I wasn't going to that, I would be in so much more pain than I am. So I'm very happy that I've been able to manage it as well as we have been, but also I've just been feeling so much more pain in the front now, and just so much pressure down there. Oh my gosh, it is just ridiculous. I mean, I'm just, because of that alone, like flipping over while I'm sleeping or while I'm trying to fall asleep is just an absolute nightmare. Getting up from the couch is an absolute nightmare. Just, I mean, anything is an absolute nightmare as far as like the pressure and the pain in my stomach area goes right now. But hopefully it's short-lived and it won't go on for very much longer. Which, speaking of which, I do have an actual end date. 38 weeks. I will not be pregnant past 38 weeks because my blood pressure was elevated. Originally she had said 39, but then we bumped it down to 38 because my blood pressure has been elevated a little bit, and I'm going in again for another visit on Monday, and she said she might even change it to 37, so we shall see, but for sure 38 weeks as of right now is the cutoff. I'm hoping, really hoping that I go into labor on my own, but we will see. But I also wouldn't be surprised if I make it to an induction date of 38 weeks or 37 weeks whenever we decide to do it, because, you know, I'm feeling pretty good. The one thing though I did mean to mention my mucus plug, and I know this is TMI, but this is a pregnancy vlog, so what do you expect? My mucus plug, over the last 24 hours, I have lost quite a bit. Though, and I know that means labor is coming, but it doesn't mean that it's coming tomorrow. It could mean that it's not coming for another 2 weeks, so we shall see. But it is a good sign that your body is getting ready, and like I said, at this point I really am ready to just get this done and over with and have my baby here with me. But yeah, that's definitely been an interesting development over the last 24 hours. Every time I go to the bathroom, you get the idea. I won't go into too much detail. And as far as like actual contractions go, they've still been very sporadic, and nothing nearly as painful as it was when I had my preterm labor scare a couple of weeks ago, or I guess it was over a month ago now. So nothing like that. So I don't know what that was. Very strange. And I'm not any more dilated than I was when I was in the hospital either. I just got checked the other day. Well, I guess maybe I am now because I have lost so much mucus plug over the last 24 hours. I mean, I don't know, but I really haven't had any kind of consistent contractions over the last 24 hours either. So, I mean, who knows? I'm going back in the next couple of days, so we will see then. But yeah, contractions have been really, you know, almost non-existent. All right, so I know I kind of flew through this video, and I apologize if I was talking really fast. I just wanted to make sure that I got through everything on my list. I know it was disorganized, but my camera is now flashing at me. It's going to turn off any second. But yeah, now I can't believe that it's over, that this is my last pregnancy vlog. Most likely, if I make it to 37.5 weeks, maybe I will make another one just to say, hey, look, I'm here, I'm still pregnant. But you can definitely check my Instagram if you want to keep up with when the baby comes. I will probably post over there first, and then I'm sure I will post here on YouTube at some point, but probably check my Instagram first. I will, of course, have my link listed below, and as long as I'm pregnant, I will be posting my belly shots over on my Instagram as well. I post those on Wednesdays. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and for kind of going along this journey over the last 8 months or however long it's been. It's a little bit bittersweet now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, because I'm never going to make one of these videos again. But I am very excited to see what is next as for our family, as far as now being a family of 4 with our little girl. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But again, all my information will be down below. I would really love it if you would subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!